Başlayma.
Bachodir Jalolov, the big Uzbek, 6'7". Two monstrous human beings in this seven with an 81-inch reach, 300 pounds here tonight. The Hulk Shevadzuski, 6'3", almost three. Return of the double Olympic gold medalist of the heavyweight division, who many feel could be the future.
The toughest guy in there tonight is the referee, trying to break.
This one's
these two up.
Round one underway, scheduled for 10, but given the power and the size of these
Corey, you remember we had
two men, no one expecting that it will go that far.
An American fighter, Butterbean.
Of course.
He looks like a big Butterbean could fight too. Bigger, stronger version of Butterbean.
Well, we didn't see Butterbean go 10 rounds that many times. We did see go the distance with Kubrat Pulev a couple of outside of when he was in there with Larry Holmes. But Shevadzuski fights ago took that fight on just a week's notice and went the distance with a former heavyweight title holder.
Hulk's doing what he can do. He's, you gotta let his hands go. Walking his opponent down, but he's got to let his hands go. Walking him down, stick out a jab. There you go. Stick it out a jab. Don't try not to jab. When you fight a southpaw, you jab to his shoulder, you jab. Stick it out. Stick it out. Bang that body to the hip. Keep him off balance, just so you know where he's at.
Jalolov owns a number of boxing schools at home in Uzbekistan, where he's been training. He's spent time training in as well. And right now, letting his hands fly here in the opening round. California, where many great Uzbek fighters have taken up shop round.
A lot of people forget that, again, it was Gennady Golovkin. I knew to do it. And he used to train up in Golovkin. He went over and was trained in Southern California. First one, he used to go to the, up into the mountains. Going up
a very different Big Bear.
Big Bear Mountains to train.
Different climate where the Uzbeks hang out in the desert of India.
Yes.
Just as harsh in a very different way. These combinations certainly not too pleasant for the Hulk in the opening round. Nice uppercut breaking through the guard of Shevadzuski feeling right now as Jalolov really opening up. It's
the first round. We know that either, Hulk's going to start letting his Hulk. But I like the way the Hulk's walking him down, making him work. Hands go in the next couple rounds. Or he's just trying to figure him out. Because he can't let this guy keep taking shots. But I'll tell you, even though he's not throwing a lot of punches.
Again, we have to remember that Jalolov, without being in the professional ring.
He's walking him down.
And even when he was in 2023, is for less than a round. Maybe trying to stretch him out. For the Hulk, who isn't a high, he's been a 3-round, he's been in the amateur rank, so maybe high output fighter, this isn't the worst approach. And a left hook to the body.
I like what the Hulk.
A body shot there from the Hulk.
Did the first round. I like the fact he was walking him down, picking his shot.
And the Hulk, Shevadzuski. Way. Bakhodir Jalolov.
I tell you, Jalolov isn't doing a whole lot of things either. At this point, he's just sticking out a jab. Yeah, he threw more punches last round.
How about 3 or 4 left hands to back him up?
But I'm telling you what, he better do a lot more to keep the Hulk off here. But Hulk caught 2 or 3 of them on the punches. If not all of them, he caught him on the glove.
Nice shot to the body there from Jalolov. Now bring that
punch and making a miss. I love that.
Left hand up top.
But I love the fact that Hulk rolls underneath. Now, when you make a miss, you got to make him pay for it.
We have seen the Hulk stopped in the past. He was stopped by Martin Bakhodir.
So you got to come back with something.
albeit on his feet. He took a lot of punishment in that fight, traffic in that fight.
But what I would tell his corner,
He didn't think it should have been stopped, but there was a lot of one-way.
of the Hulk, I tell, quit doing ring around the rosy. Quit, go. Get him in the corner like that. You gotta let your hands go. Follow him like that. Cut off the ring and let your hands. Hulk, you gotta let your hands go, buddy.
Okay, a much bigger version of himself than he was in the end. Amateurs, he was the leading heavyweight on the Ukrainian, but was a member of, as we know, one of the amateur team for a while. Eventually was overtaken by Victor Faust, most talented amateur teams anywhere on the planet.
Okay, you got this. Gotta move them hands. Okay. Okay, there you go. Come back with something. Let them. You end with the punches. Even though you might not have hit them, let the judges see that you're coming back with punches. Look, it shows the judges you're still in the fight. And it looks more
Stiff jab there from Jalolov as he turns the corner.
impressive to the judges. You come back with the last shot. These are guys exerting a lot of. So I hope they pick it up as the rounds go on. The energy at this point.
This has been something that we've date on Showtime against Jack Malawi. Seen out of Jalolov at times in his pro career. You think back to Malawi. Kind of tedious. He was a fair until he scored a devastating knockout. Wonder if Jalolov, given that layoff, wouldn't mind a couple of
Without getting careless. That's why he's got his hands up high.
rounds here as well.
No, I'm sure that's what he's trying to do. Not throwing as many punches because he doesn't want to get careless. We caught with a counter punch. Corey, as we were saying, as the rounds go on, if you want the chance to win, go. Just be a little cautious because he's been off so long. This fight, you gotta let your hands go. Obviously, in any fight, you gotta let your hands go. But he's got to let his hands go more and more to win. As the rounds go on, for any opportunity.
Bakhodir.
Round 3 underway. Big Uzbek and the Hulk. Heavyweight action from here, and a stop opens up with a beautiful uppercut to split the guard of Shevadzuski, Kazakhstan. As Ševadzuski.
You know he did that because he knew that the Hulk wasn't coming back with nothing. That's why.